Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at this new tangle from Cyndi Knapp called Zazu. This is a cute border tangle. And, all right, starts out with a curvy line. I'm going to try to make mine, there we go, yeah, a little tighter than I did in the step out. The step out is nice because that way you can kind of see. But yeah, so curvy line, number one. Number two, we're gonna kind of aura the curve. I'm gonna call that on the underside, and then I've kind of like a double aura, just so that we have something to kind of fill in. And I think this should be more of a curve, but we'll try it on the next one. All right, and a curve meaning like this. This was just a little bit thick, but you know the routine. If you've been watching, if you're new, here's the routine. It doesn't matter. It is Zentangle. So we just want to kind of have this thick line. If and then so doing it on one side because it's just plenty easy to do that. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, do take a look at the for more inspiration link that is in the description section. That'll take you to tanglepatterns.com, and that's where I found this. And let me give a plug to Tangle Patterns and CZT Linda Farmer, who runs that fantastic um, site. It's a great repository of tangles, and you can sign up for her newsletter, and then you will receive links to step outs as she releases them, and and she has a lot of other good information on her site. Okay, and there we have it. And I think this was posted yesterday, I want to say. Yesterday, day before, it's recent. Okay, next step is this. We're going to do just some little, bigger than a dot, but well, it's a very small orb, we'll say. And so I'm just filling those in. And this is just in this blank space between the little sections we just made. And just kind of having it go with the contour. And I'm going to dare say, here's a thought for you, because I haven't been doing this, but all of a sudden I'm like, well, why not? If you want to have them be kind of even, you could start with one in the center and then go to either side. It works either way. There's not any set number of these that you have to have. I would just say fill in the space and then you're good. Okay. And this is essentially the last step. So in these filled in sections that we have, we're going to put some more orbs. Now these ones, these are bigger. So, and also not touching there. And it seemed like they were not touching each other. So big one in the middle, two smaller ones to either side. And then you can fill those in. I want to just do them all first. Sometimes that's nice to do because, yeah, two things. I get in a routine, and this is so I'm just speaking for me. I get into a routine, right? Or it's like, okay, I'm doing it. You're in the groove of it, and then you just and you can continue with that path, and then go and fill them in afterwards. The other thing is sometimes it's like, oh, I liked this, so let me repeat that, or I didn't like that one so much. Let me try this next time, on the next one, and so it works both ways. Now this one I did do it small enough, and small enough. I meant the tightness of that first wavy line, so that way I could put 3 of these in, because that's what Cyndi has on hers. On my step, I ended up making them just bigger because they were. I was like, gosh, I could fit like 5 in here because I made my initial curvy line kind of wide. But you know what? Um, once you learn the tangle, then you can play with it. You could add more orbs in. There's nothing to say, right? I like to follow what the original, follow the tangle as close as I can, but at the same time I know that we can have some fun with it because that's what it's all about. And so what I'm doing here is I'm filling in these orbs. I'm leaving a little shine place here. So and what I like to do sometimes, if I don't, well, if I want to use the little shine without doing the jelly roll, I will do that. And so it's just I'm putting a little orb on the inside, filling in around it. And then sometimes I like to make it bigger than it should be, because that way I can always fill in afterwards. Just kind of um, well, as I'm filling in, I'll kind of make that little bit a little bit smaller. That I can always decide. And two, while we're filling in these orbs, if you need to shape them a little bit better, or if it's make them a little bit bigger, so like this one, make that one a little bit bigger. It's easy to do when you're filling in. It's I call them course corrections, because yeah, that's essentially what they are. And this one I'm gonna, well, there I got a little bit of a clear spot there, and the shiny, it just adds a little something to it. You don't have to do that at all. You can color them in solid, and that's fine. Or you can color them in solid and then come back afterwards with if you have a white jelly roll, white gel pen, and just add a little dot or two in there just to add that shine. It's just a nice little add-on touch. All right. And then I'm going to look back here and go, well, let's just neaten some of these up. And I do that by just kind of tracing over the edge of, of what I've done. And that just kind of takes care of some of the little bumps and things that I end up creating when I'm tangling. Either it's well, especially filling in or something, just because sometimes the pen just goes a little bit off. Anyway, is that not just a cute tangle? It really, really is. And I don't think she put any shading on there. Let me just and that's not to say that there can't be any shading. We can do whatever it is that we want. We could add a little bit in that base, but I kind of like it the way it is. It has such a neat look, and I'm thankful to those that are creators of tangles. And I have done my first one. It's not. We did it a couple days ago, and it was with my mom. The number two lips because the thing looks like tulips, the flower, and so we just wanted to have a play on that. But I appreciate people that come up with these because it's just so neat. And this, a wavy, when I think of the elements, and I'm like, they look so neat together. It's just, I don't know, it's just amazing. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this. Oh, you know what? I'm just looking. I kept mine kind of far apart, and I'm just looking back at Cindy's step out, and hers are a little closer together. So you can take a look at that and play with that as well, having less of a gap in between too. So that's fun. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, would love to have a thumbs up. Feel free to share it, and if you like it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to this channel. Of course, subscribing to the channel is free. In the description section, there are the step outs that I mentioned, as well as links to connect with me. So if you would like to, it would be my honor if you would. I have a link to my website. Feel free to follow that blog. We have classes every week, sometimes twice a week, and a lot of them are free. And I do have some that are paid. I also have a membership club that has a special that's going to be ending soon. I haven't put the notice on the site yet, but feel free to check that out, the Tangle Addicts membership club. And if you really enjoy tangling, It's kind of like an all access type of thing. So with that, again, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.